This week on the Unqualified Gamers podcast, the boys will go over Ironmouse's YouTube ban, Palworld getting sued by Nintendo, and Daredevil Born Again. Episode 87.
Just avoid the
87.
That's a fucking glue gun, dude. Hot glue gun.
Did you say gun? You're not allowed to say that. See, you're going to have to do more censoring now.
Fuck.
Beep.
Episode 87.
Yeah, this is 2024. Just because
it's
a
hot glue shooter.
Applier.
Apparatus.
It's like something that you're going to get off of a corn site. Yes.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's it's been there for like a week.
I don't.
Less than a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
it wasn't there before. I would have made fun of you last.
Oh, it was there last week.
Maybe Friday.
Go look at the podcast. It was there because it's been there.
Don't tell me how to live my. Don't tell me how to live my life.
It's been there since I made the Spider-Man mask, which was like 3 weeks ago.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go.
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
do it right now.
That's all right.
Spider-Man mask.
And I'll take an apology. No, the Spider-Man mask. I didn't use the hot glue gun with the Deadpool mask. The Spider-Man mask is over there. You can't see it right now.
I can't. I can see Iron Man and Deadpool.
Yeah. And two little Master Chiefs right there in front of Iron Man.
Actually,
you see that?
No, you were so embarrassed by it. You actually changed everything. Oh no, it is there. You're just flipped around.
Weird.
Oh,
Weird.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
This is awkward. I can also see an orange can of Monster on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How long has that been there?
A week.
3 weeks.
JK Lols.
Since his Spider-Man mask.
All right. So glad we started recording so we could change these things around. All right.
Oh, give the.
Oh my goodness! Just sit down already. And you throw them in a box. Boop. Is that a wrestling belt? Never mind. Anyways,
it's my championship belt.
Episode 87.
MMA. Episode 87. Episode 87. What's up, guys? How's it going, man?
How's it going?
It
is what it is. It's Thursday, so
I have been so bored that I actually played Warzone last night. Ended up with 4 wins.
I was about to say you should play Space Marines too, but I forgot you haven't bought it, so it's kind of hard to play when you haven't bought it yet.
You gotta wait until Vessel of Hatred comes out in another 5 days.
Are you still playing that game, Kai?
Yeah, dude. Come on.
Okay, Kai is going to continuously. CC, why are you on your phone?
I'm not
looking at your crotch.
I'm not, dude.
What are you doing then? What are you doing down there?
It's
not
getting my fucking can open. Jesus.
You got to do it next to the microphone. You got to give me the ASMR.
You want me to tell you how to do it?
There you go.
You bite your fingernails, right?
Yeah. So you have to push your thumb in, and
no. That's what I do. I take my teeth, and all you do is you use your teeth to pop it up just a little bit. You don't fully open it with your teeth. You just create that little. I just used
this. As you can see, it was not on my phone.
Why would you
my
not
phone
use some sort of flat surface thing like a knife or something?
Because this is the closest thing I have at my desk. It has thick thread, so it just caught the thread and went up. It's cool. It's cool, man.
Whatever. It'll work.
I also have this little Donald Trump figure. Just at my desk.
Oh, that's cute.
He's pretty cool.
That's kind of cute. Wait. You can do multicolor now. You can actually do a red, white, and blue one, can't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you better believe it.
Yeah.
Probably won't.
But yeah, as far as going to Space Marines, Kai, and Kai's never going to change off of it. Like he's one of those guys that is dedicated to something that he loves. So that's why he has this love.
If I play a game and I like it, I'll continue to play it. I mean, if something new comes out.
Well, I didn't know if you were still playing it. I didn't know if you had beat it yet, or
Well, if you had played it with him, like you said you were going to, you would know.
Yeah, right. Well, he tried to refund it, so he's done with the game when he tries to refund it.
That is true.
Unless someone else buys it for him, then he'll play it 3 more times and say it's good and then never play it again.
Honestly, everybody should just buy me games. Honestly.
That's it.
I'll think about it.
They should just buy you games.
That's as far as I'll go.
Yeah, no, you should.
Okay.
Everybody should buy me games.
So
that way he hasn't
I just want everyone
huge library.
I just want everyone to realize now that CCPunishment, I've joked about it for years, but he is now a liberal. He's expecting everyone else now to pay his way through life.
Yeah,
Content creator.
I would like that. I would like that very much.
Into a political podcast all of a sudden?
We are on Rumble. I mean, he did just throw a Trump up there.
That is true.
This isn't just a Rumble stream though. This changes to YouTube and
I think
Spotify. Now we're gonna get kicked out. That's it.
No, dude, that's what we do here. You know.
It's okay.
We didn't get kicked out last week. I don't think we're getting kicked out.
We'll see what happens.
Anything bad last week?
I said the P word.
Well, he bleeped out.
He
bleeped it out. Yeah.
I mean, he went back, apparently checked it. Asmongold says it all the time.
He said,
by the way,
I will say,
is one.
He said he had to watch the whole video when it was within the first like 5 minutes. Would you have to watch the whole podcast for?
I skipped past the motherfucker, apparently.
You weren't paying attention.
I thought it was in the middle.
He is helping with our viewing hours, Kai.
That's what it is. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Single-handedly.
The problem is he's viewing it before it's posted, so it doesn't help with our viewing hours.
Yeah,
it was edited. It was when I was editing it.
God damn, it's easy.
Yeah, I was not fucking real thrilled because, but I was sitting here,
podcast producer.
I was sitting here drinking my coffee, thinking, I'm gonna fucking just bleep it out, even though I think it'll be fine.
He probably had it playing on the background, just waiting to hear like something, the conversation about it, and he was just on his phone or watching like a movie on the side.
No.
And then it passed by, and he was just like,
no,
I set up
watching his 3D printer print. Just
I set up something on the going on the printer, and then I was like, all right, I need to focus and get this done.
And while he was looking at his printer,
but I did make the intro easier. Like I put the intro all together, and exported it as a video, and then the outro all. So now I just have to it should be just streamlined.
Speaking of intro, Missa has agreed to do the intro for us a few times. So if you want to like send her a little bit of a script, if we can get her down here.
So I tried to I sent to like 15 people. Welcome to the Unqualified Gamers podcast.
Okay.
And like 3 people sent it because I was gonna cut it together. They're like, welcome to the Unqualified Game, like, and put everybody's voice in.
Okay.
Like the old Disney Channel shit.
I was gonna do that and just try it out.
Touch a little wand also,
and
you're gonna draw a parakeet instead of a
head. Well, the only person that fucking sent it was Spooky, and she laughed the whole time. I was like, okay, well, I can't use that. That's fucking dumb.
You could have, but
maybe
it sounded pretty. It sounded pretty horrible.
Who knows?
But yeah, she was the only one that sent it to me. Well, I think one other person did, but it was not gonna work. So, whatever.
Whatevs. Well, do you want to get into the list a little bit since it's kind of long?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to.
I mean, it's not on there, but I did want to bring up that before our next recording, Vestlove Hatred will have launched, so I will be able to give
that one
decent
D4 review or whatever.
Yeah, a decent review.
Yeah.
I wanted to review Beetlejuice because I actually went to the movie and saw it.
Yeah.
But someone here is like, no spoilers.
I think it would be better if we just make a separate video about it because I want to watch it too.
Yeah, but
I do too. But my wife's not in those kind of movies, so I'm gonna have to find a time where.
That's cool. But like,
if we can get on the Plex soon,
going
we'll
back and
here.
just being like, hey guys, let's review Battle for LA, even though it's been out for a couple of decades.
No, dude, I watch movies. Ask Kai. I watch movies. I know right, Kai. When I say I'm gonna watch a movie, I watch it, don't I?
Yeah, but you watch movies like Borderlands 3, like nobody really cares about it. You know?
You makes people watch Borderlands.
This was a joke back to the Pope's Exorcist because you tried to get me to watch it for like a year.
I did try and get him to watch Pope's Exorcist. I gave him my account login, everything, like my Microsoft login.
Yeah, that's where I had it. To the audience, don't share passwords or logins. That's
only with me.
Safe.
Only with me.
Yeah.
Don't share them with CC either.
It doesn't even matter because you'll give it to him, he won't use it. He'll forget all about it. I bet he doesn't even have it anymore.
That's why I'm super safe with sharing passwords with, because I won't use it.
Probably forward the text to someone else and they used it.
I'm pretty sure he's the guy that has the Post-it note on the back of his debit card with the pin.
Yeah.
Instead
he probably takes a picture of his credit card and posts it online.
Hey,
like,
guys,
look at this sweet new credit card.
I don't.
That seems like a CC thing.
No. I know the pin to my card because it's a special number, okay, that I made up for myself.
It's the middle. It's his birthday. That's it.
It's my birthday.
The only date that he remembers.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, that's not true because I always forget how fucking old I am. I'm like either 37 or 38. I can't ever figure it out.
That's why I have just picked a year and I'm like, yeah, I'll be 40 and then that year.
Yeah,
so like
that's a
all
good
year
idea.
long, all year long, like I just turned 39, but all year long I've been like, yeah, I turned 40 next year. Everyone assumed I was already 39.
It's just easier.
Yeah, it's and then once I hit 40, it'd be like, yeah, next week I'll be 60, so don't worry about it. That's kind of how I feel age goes. Like you go through your childhood and adolescence, and it takes forever.
Right.
And then you hit high school, and you're like, okay, this is bogging down. And then you graduate high school, and then you're 40.
Honestly, like once you hit 21, it just doesn't fucking matter.
25 is a huge thing.
Because you can rent a car.
And
you can rent a car.
Well, you can already rent a car. It just doesn't cost you as much. I rented a car at 21.
I'll tell you, when I was getting into the clubs, the only reason I wanted to be 21 was because cost was less.
Oh,
because
really?
If you were going in there and you couldn't buy, if you were under 21, you couldn't purchase drinks. So the cost of admission was higher. Once I turned 21, the cost of admission was low. And I've never been a huge drinker, so I used to only go to dance anyway. So I was like, even when I turned 21, I'm not really going to be drinking. So I just want to pay less. So once I turned 21, I was like, thank you.
That makes sense.
Got in for less. It was a lot better. It's a lot nicer when you don't pay as much.
The first time I was not carded was actually my 21st birthday, and I was kind of sad. I was carded every single time before that, and then my 21st birthday hit.
By the way,
Missa gets carded everywhere she goes.
I'm ready to start the list, but I gotta say one thing. Fuck you, State Farm. You cocksuckers. I got my fucking
thing.
No, I got my fucking renewal notice today because my 6-month period's over.
It almost doubled, didn't it?
Fucking went up $36 a month. $216 over the 6-month policy. How the fuck is? And they told me it's inflation. It has to do with inflation. It has to do with inflation and the kind of car you drive. I drive a Kia fucking Soul, bro.
Oh, actually, hold on. So there was
what the fuck?
There was this thing that happened several years ago where there was tutorials on TikTok, and it was called the IKEA Soul prank or whatever, where people were breaking into IKEA Souls and rearranging things.
IKEA Souls?
Or Kia Soul, whatever.
All right, don't fucking
it may defame, as well be IKEA.
Don't defame the Bugatti.
Right. So, but there was an entire thing about Kia Souls, and there was one other car that they kept doing this to, but there was entire how to break into these cars on TikTok.
I mean, you can't break into mine. It's parked in a locked garage, but like $216 seems pretty fucking high, right?
It's a
lot more than my Tacoma.
It's a high theft risk.
How
much are you paying a month then for like what you have and everything else?
$130 a month.
Just for the one car?
Well, for that and the Jimmy.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm at I think we're at like 106.
Yeah,
it might have gone up a little bit because Miss.
I'm not fucking happy.
Last one got totaled.
I'm not fucking happy. Anyway, fuck you, State Farm. Suck my balls. Ironmouse banned on YouTube. I saw this and I read a bunch of shit about it. So,
Ironmouse.
Yeah. So like huge Twitch streamer, and they're a VTuber.
Streamer.
Are they? They're on Twitch too, right?
I don't know. VTuber.
I didn't look on.
Yeah, I believe they're on.
Yeah,
Twitch.
VTuber for sure.
Big time on Twitch.
They have a VOD channel on YouTube.
Yeah. It's just a VOD channel on YouTube.
Like nothing against the VTube thing, but I don't understand that.
I don't either. Yeah. They're on. Yeah, they doing their day 33 of a subathon on Twitch right now with 6,400 viewers in there. Anyway, so
what the fuck is the point of a subathon with a VTuber?
I don't know, man. I don't get it. But they're huge. They're absolutely massive on Twitch and on YouTube.
Can you
but they're at
like 1.15 million subs on YouTube.
Yeah,
insane.
And they got copyright strikes. So in order to fight a copyright strike, you have to basically dox yourself with YouTube
to give them your PII, personal identification information.
Yeah, so somebody
your
actually
name, your address.
Yeah, DMCA'd them, and they can't fight it because they don't want to give up their information.
Because they're a VTuber.
Yeah.
Well, it has nothing to do with being VTube or YouTube. It's literally the DMCA's rules when it comes to copyright strikes.
Right,
but you're a VTuber because you're hiding your identity.
Yeah, because they don't want their identity out there at all. So that's like a huge thing with Ironmouse, I guess. I don't know. I've never been into the VTube stuff. I think it's weird, but hey,
you're weird. So
it's 2024.
I don't understand this. I'm
What's
watching
weird?
the live stream right now. 6,500 people
Yeah,
watching an animation sleep.
yeah.
I mean,
pretty,
it's a really cool animation though, so
What
that's what matters.
Do you watch? Can you watch this shit, guy? Do you watch this shit?
YouTube?
VTubers?
Maybe. I guess I
I
don't know. I didn't
just-
try. I went to her VOD
you know what
channel
it
and
is?
saw a couple of videos. No.
Okay, so they have an avatar.
An animated avatar.
Right.
Normally, there's some kind of like motion sensory
Yeah.
where you can see like
Yeah,
their
I've seen
mouth
those.
move or whatever.
Yeah,
But it's literally just a small video right now of a cartoon character sleeping,
in a bed.
and there's 6,500 people.
Yeah.
It might just be to support because like so she wouldn't have got back on YouTube or wherever if YouTube didn't get enough pressure from the fans. So
Did they fix her channel?
yeah, they got enough pressure that they brought back her VOD and main channel. So
Right.
Do we know what the DMCA was or what the strike was for exactly? I haven't
copyrights.
looked up. I understand that, but do we know what was the thing that did it?
I don't know what the exact copyrights are by any means, but I just know that they tried to do a copyright strike on her. So
Because like
they
all
say
of
it was
my
just a
all of my
doxer.
VODs on like Twitch and everything, they don't auto post anymore because I play music like between Tarkov raids. I play Pandora, and I'm paying for the premium thing of it. And I mean, as long as it's not being reproduced, I guess it's fine because it's the one play while you're on there. I just never set the sound up for it. I don't fucking get it. It's easy enough to just go to YouTube and just play it. And
I sent you this guy a screenshot of their stream. That's what that's a VTuber. Like they have like.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah,
I've seen plenty of those. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Could I watch them? No. Every time I see one of those, I just leave.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I just don't understand it. But
I can't
apparently
watch
some
them,
people
but-
like it. Yeah. Apparently a lot of people like it.
A lot of people like it. I don't know. I mean, I've seen one real famous one that I saw on TikTok quite a few times.
This
and, like-
person is like.
but
the
this person
biggest
had, like,
chick
a-
on Twitch right now. So.
It showed like the actual her and then her.
Oh,
persona or
I've
whatever,
never
so-
seen that. But yeah, this chick
Yeah.
is her identity is not known by anybody. So they were trying to
Right.
dox her.
Yeah.
So
Way different. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad they didn't succeed because that shouldn't be something that's forced in
Right.
order for people to stream and stuff like that. If they have fans and they don't want to give their identity,
So they
Should
did.
be. There
So
should-
they did let her unban her VOD and main channel. That's cool. That's very cool. Good job,
correct.
YouTube.
Correct. Yeah.
Good job,
right?
YouTube. Why
Finally,
don't you
doing
buy
something
State
right.
Farm and fix their shit, you assholes?
I mean, it's cool that they did that, but at the same time, it just proves that you get special treatment if you're that upper echelon. Because, like, if I had been,
You absolutely
you
should.
know,
I mean, if
wouldn't-
you get enough votes from anybody, I mean, even if you're a small content, like I've seen it on TikTok where there's small creators on something and then they get enough support behind like people who find out about it
hmm
that the company
Right.
or whoever they're dealing with reverses whatever the rule is. It has nothing to do with them specifically being upper echelon. It's just enough
but it-
people give pushback.
but it does because they have that bigger pool of people to give pushback.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean,
they earned
that's
that,
not,
bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's not anything to do with them automatically getting it reversed because they have 1 point whatever million followers. It's because the followers actually took action.
I mean,
So, you could get
honestly,
anybody to
honestly,
take action.
even without the followers, like if you have over 1 million subs and your channel's that active, they should probably look into it a little quicker anyway.
Well, so that
because,
was
you know,
that was
Yeah.
one of the big things like Tarkov for a while. You could report cheating and people were getting banned for it.
yeah,
And the average person, because you were basically guilty until proven innocent at that point,
right.
you had to submit things showing that you weren't doing it. And normally it was taking between like 5 days to 14 days. But the big streamers were back on within like 36 hours.
Well,
Well,
they
yeah,
just made a
that's-
new account. They
Well,
just bought a new account.
that's because like the big streamers bring in all the fucking people watching the game. They gotta keep. That'd be like, your race car blows up and you're like, oh yeah, we'll fix it next week. It's like, no, you gotta get that fucking race car out there in front of everybody. It's got all the sponsors on it. That's what the
Yeah.
big streamers are. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You don't get it? Oh, okay.
I mean,
Twitch gets 50%, so-
understand
Get it?
that numbers are numbers, and Twitch raising their fucking prices by 20% still annoys the shit out of me. I mean,
Right.
yay, I make an extra 50 cents off.
No,
a
it's
sub, but,
dumb. It's dumb.
Like I've talked to Cece about this. I wish that I could do my own sub tiers, and it wouldn't be
Go to
fucking,
YouTube.
like five.
I think
we
you can
already
do it
saw
on
what
YouTube.
it takes for monetization on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
like you
fucking
need.
crazy.
I'm sorry, but you're not going to get 40,000 watch hours out of me on fucking YouTube. All right.
Yeah, it's crazy. Twitch is dumb, but I mean, obviously they are doing what they're doing for a reason because they don't know any better. So, you know,
I mean, I heard rumor about Kick going under too, but I don't know how true that is.
Honestly, Kick, I think they came out fucking swinging, ready to fucking roll. I think they were throwing
fucked up with all the view botting.
I think that plus I think that category where you could pretty much stream anything like any movies and shit, I think that was terrible. And I think they just were throwing a shitload of money at the wrong people, in my opinion. But if you think about it, like, nobody's talking about Kick anymore. Ever since Aiden Ross just disappeared from Kick for like 2 months, and not a lot of people are talking about. Everybody that I know, 'cause I follow a lot of people on Twitter, and there was a lot of smaller streamers that were all about Kick, and every single one of them that I know of is back on Twitch. So I've always said 50% of something is better than 95% of nothing.
Did the ear licker go back to Twitch, or is she still over on Kick?
Amaranth?
Yeah.
She's always been on both, so I don't know. I don't know if she's still on Kick.
She had a deal with Kick, and the only reason she was staying on Twitch is that she was allowed to do that and then bring them over, which is what she was doing. I mean,
well, yeah, that's what she was doing.
She makes all her money off of OF and gas stations at this point.
Right.
But
yeah, I don't know if she's still on there. I don't really follow her. I mean, I do follow her, but I don't see her live.
Me either.
But
so good news.
Go ahead.
Good news. So you know how we had the whole Helldivers 2 controversy where they were making it to where you had to have the PSN in order to play. They got banned in a lot of countries.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. So they kind of have something like that going for God of War Ragnarok, which a lot of people think is crazy because it's a single player game. So why do you have to be connected to the PlayStation Network?
Yeah.
But it's requiring the PSN login in order for you to play on PC. However, there is an open source mod that allows you to bypass the PSN requirement.
Nice.
So I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's going to get removed quick.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, would they be able to buy the game in other countries where they're not supposed to be able to buy it or whatever have you, right? Because they can bypass the PSN.
That's just fucking stupid to me. Like countries that aren't allowed to have PSN, just let them fucking buy it and do what they want with it. Like,
why do you need a PSN requirement on a single player game?
The only thing
storyline.
The only thing I can think of.
We were wondering about that for a long time, also with a bunch of the Blizzard games, and the first time we ran into that was Diablo 3.
Do you think it's a piracy thing?
Well, the fact that you no longer have hard copies of games, you need to do something. I mean, everything has gone digital at this point. Right. You have to have some way of verifying. Mostly. But like I said, this has been an issue since Diablo 3 launch as far as Blizzard and Battle.net goes. You were required to have an internet connection to play the storyline. That was never a thing.
That was the thing was the thing with a lot of games on Xbox One.
But God of War Ragnarok, once you download it, I don't think you need internet connection to play the game. You don't need to go have internet connection to play the story.
I don't know about that game for sure, but I know there was a lot of Xbox One games, the single player games, that you had to be connected to the internet to play.
Yeah, and it's been an issue for a while, and I don't agree with it at all. And I understand that it's probably something about piracy. I mean, it's always money.
Yeah, I wonder if it is piracy.
Money.
Well, there is another part of the list a little bit further down that talks about a new law in California for digital purchases. So this is, surprisingly, I'm going to agree with California on this one. They're going to force PlayStation, Microsoft, stuff like that to tell people that they're buying a license, not buying a product. Like, it's no longer you're purchasing or buying said game. You're now just like getting a license. You're purchasing the right to play the game, not actually owning the game itself.
Yeah.
Pirate Gaming went over this whole thing because there's this whole big push about, keeping games around. I think we talked about it a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we've talked about it a few times.
And that's all we are buying at this point. And there's a lot of things that I don't agree with. And the things that I don't agree with is when you buy skins or you buy things in the game that are yours. You know, I understand that they're not yours because you're still buying a license for those things, but it doesn't say that. It never has. It is always yes, you're licensing the game. It has to have all these people or whatever it is. But like, we talked about it just the other day. I can't use my John McClane skin anymore.
Yeah, I can't. You can't
Warzone.
use. So the Warzone, when Warzone 2 started, all of the Warzone 1 skins are no longer able to be used.
And Warzone 1 isn't even around anymore for me to do that.
No.
So
Hold
continue.
that, because there is something else with Warzone and skins. But I will say, so Ethan on Everything, who I saw him talking about this, and I agree with him. I think if we're going to have digital copies, right? So you're no longer getting a physical game. You're no longer keeping the game for the rest of your life in a sense, right? If they did like Overwatch, once the game's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what they should do is any game you're buying digitally should be like $10 to $15 cheaper than the physical copy.
100%. 100%.
It would make sense instead of me paying $70 for a game, kind of like when I used to pay $50 for a disc.
Yeah.
Why would that disc I have forever unless I scratch it or fuck it up?
The thing is they don't have to pay for packaging, they don't have to pay for shipping, distributing, all of that. They don't
There's
have
a
to pay
lot
for shelf
to
space.
it, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'm not keeping the game forever.
Right.
They're skipping a lot of other costs. I mean, that includes freight.
What I think they should do, 100% should happen with digital games. You should be able to gift that game. Like I bought Space Marines 2, okay?
Right.
I bought Space Marines 2 on Steam, okay?
Okay.
I should be able to give that to someone. One person, one time.
Once you've owned it or whatever and you don't want it anymore, you can gift it to somebody.
Yes.
And take it out of your library entirely.
Yes. Which it removes it from your library. And even if I'd be fine with paying like a $3.99 or $2.99 or even $4.99 transfer fee or something like that. So that way the game makes money on it. You know, Bix 5, because I have this $70 game that I probably won't play again, right? And like,
makes sense.
I should be able to gift it to like my brother or my friend or something, like if they want to play it, like I think that would be fucking cool because you don't own the game, you have a digital license to it. You should be able to gift that digital license to somebody else.
I mean, Steam has the family plan thing where you can, if you have family sharing.
I've heard about that. Yeah,
it's pretty sweet, but I mean, I like the idea of being able to gift that game to someone else because,
but like I said, even if
you're done playing,
even if they want to charge you like a $5 service fee or transfer fee,
I think
quit
going up on the number. Don't say $2.99, $3.99. They go up to $5.
Couple dollars.
Quit raising the price.
God,
then you just
turn that happening right now. I'm telling you,
inflation just happened. Inflation just happened right there. What do you think of that, Zeus? You think that's a good idea?
I am 100% behind it, but I want it to go a step further than that. Because if I can go down right now and sell all my Lego Star Wars PS3 games to GameStop, why can't I sell my digital code for all these other games to GameStop? Like, if you are going to go that far,
it's just a license.
It doesn't matter.
You don't own the game.
Then you can't gift it. You can't gift what you don't own.
But that's the thing, right? Like, let's say that
is a contract between you and the other person. You're trying to then transfer your contract over to someone that did not agree to the contract.
Let's say that
going to be liabilities there that weren't there beforehand.
But you don't accept an agreement to a contract or anything like that. You purchased a license.
If you could sell your digital copies to GameStop, right?
Right.
Then GameStop would go out of business the first time one of those games just shuts their servers down, because they shut them down all the time.
I mean, not all the time. I understand what you're saying, but if it's the same thing, like you go in right now and you can just buy an empty box with just a game code on it.
Right.
You've been able to do the little fucking cards forever from like Walmart or GameStop.
Yeah.
It's the same shit, right? But you're buying it for like $60 from GameStop. You're buying a code. Why can't you just sell that code back to GameStop for them to?
Another reason that game companies would never do that, they've always hated the GameStop video games, etc., EB Games secondary market, because they don't see any of that. So they would never agree to that. I don't know why they wouldn't agree to like a $5 transfer fee though. For like, hey, I don't play the game. This person wants to play it, because You know, like let's say that I gift the game to you, Zeus, right? And you know,
Okay.
you pay $5 for
Okay.
a license fee for that game or whatever you want to call it, right? Chances are pretty good with you that a few people are probably gonna, after they see you playing it, your friends are gonna be like, "Oh, I'll play this with you," and they'll probably buy the game, right? I mean, it
Unless
would
I'm
be
sitting there just talking mad shit on it the entire time,
oh,
like I
that's
did.
true. That's true.
Like I did Deadlock,
That's true.
which I see Deadlock on the list.
You do see Deadlock on the list.
I also saw this,
Yeah.
and I thought it was an awesome way of dealing with it.
Hilarious.
Have you heard about the?
TC has no
how
idea.
they're-
I have no
TC, you
clue.
haven't heard about how they're dealing with cheaters in Deadlock?
No, I have no idea.
So
I
if
just
a
know the
cheater-
game didn't look very good to me.
So if a cheater is reported, like they have their anti-cheat software, and if a cheater is found, the rest of the lobby is given two options to deal with cheaters. They can either just kick them out of the game and ban them outright, or for the rest of the game, they jump around as a tiny
as a frog, right? Yeah, and then at the end of the game, they're banned, right? Yeah.
Anything, and then after the game, they're banned.
Yeah, I like that.
That is up there with shooting fucking marshmallows at people in Verdansk.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I appreciate it. I wish that they would do more fun things like that and not just ban them outright. Because I mean,
it should every time you hop, it should just say bitch, 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 bitch.
My question is, does it make it to where they can't leave the game if they're turned into a frog and they have to Alt F4, or can they just leave the game and then it ends
I think they can leave. I would imagine you probably can leave.
Well, it bans them after.
But you're still banned anyway.
If you can leave, then it just bans you instantly. But
yeah,
would they? It would make it so much sweeter if it forced them to have to Alt F4 out and then
it would be
come
cool.
back on. And
it'd be cool if it wouldn't even let you Alt F4. Like if you couldn't fucking minimize the game in any way.
Had so many issues with like root command shit, and now you're like, I want them to not be able to let me close my game.
Yeah,
like what the fuck, CC? Will you please pick a side?
Fuck cheaters. That's my side. That's always been my side. Like, have I ever said cheaters are fucking cool?
Says the guy that was banned from Fortnite.
Unjustly banned from Fortnite.
The one guy who creates the anti-cheats that are like downloadable cheats, those are hilarious.
For CS:GO.
Yeah, that's the type of stuff I find more hilarious.
I haven't seen this. What is this?
We talked about it on the podcast.
This guy creates cheats, and I'm using air quotes because they are third-party software, and he even goes as far as like advertising it on places to get them to download these cheats. Okay. And what it'll do is very random things like the 5th round or something like that. They will spin uncontrollably and only aimbot their own players.
Yeah.
Or when they go to scope in on someone, it'll drop smoke in front of them, or it'll like throw something straight down. Or every time they try to pick up a weapon, it will just pop out of their hands. Or every time that they go to fire the weapon, it makes the sound, but it doesn't actually fire it.
Yeah.
And
that's pretty
That,
awesome.
but part of the programming is that it'll actually send him the replays. So then he has these huge montages. Of
no shit! I didn't hear. I don't remember. That's fucking awesome.
That's how I've seen it. It's hilarious.
Great. You need to watch it. We might have to just do a night, CC, where we just watch this.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
I need to look his name up because I want to give. I want to give him a shout out at the end of this because
we can check it out.
Since we're on the whole roll of cheaters and stuff like that, did you hear about COD's skin when it comes to cheaters?
What, the rose skin? Heard about it, overdone.
So I heard about this. I heard that there's a skin that like it locks onto their feet. Correct?
Yeah, it'll instead of locking on their head, it locks onto their foot. Yeah.
It locks onto their foot.
Aim all over their place. Yeah.
Yeah. I have
and apparently
I heard they took it out of the game.
Yeah, well, I heard they put it on the store and took it out of like being an unlockable character.
Okay. I'll have to
I don't play Call of Duty anymore, so I can't necessarily I'll have to Call of Duty downloaded. I can't
I'll look tonight and see, but I haven't seen I've seen the video on this, but I haven't seen the skin in game yet. I don't think.
I swear I used to when I did play Call of Duty, at least Warzone, I used Rook all the time.
Probably. But I know a lot of people are using like the Halloween skins right now because you get like
which one is Rook?
I don't know.
He's the one that's like ghillie suited, I think. Has like the straps on his face or whatever.
Oh, whatever it is. I think I was actually using him.
Yeah. No, you were using.
That was a fucking bush. Like all of
last
Warzone
night.
1, I was just a bush.
Oh, Warzone 1. Okay.
Last night I was.
You were just default.
I'm still default. Like I'm level 50 something. I haven't played fuck all for that. Going back to it, his name is Script Kid.
Okay.
I would just like, if you want, I can give the YouTube thing for it also.
Yeah, pop the URL in there. We'll drop it in the link dump down at the bottom here.
Because I absolutely love what this guy is doing.
Check this guy out. He's
hilarious.
He's good shit.
It's just YouTube. It's Script Kid, but
I bet that sound resonated on the podcast recording through CC's Discord.
Absolutely not. I have it on. I'm on streamer mode. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
oh
man.
My goodness, I'm surprised.
Always on streamer mode. So yeah.
I am when I'm streaming.
I'm a professional. I'm a professional podcast producer. Okay.
I don't want to hear that.
So like, don't come at me with your.
So
bullshit.
the Switch 2 leak.
Switch 2 leak. What?
Switch
8-inch
leak.
screen? What?
8-inch screen. It's supposed to be bigger, obviously, than the original Switch. The Joy-Cons, which I think is pretty awesome, are supposed to be magnetized instead of having that rails.
This is the big
system.
thing: is they need to be built fucking better. Because I've never met somebody that said that that has not had trouble with their Joy-Cons, just being shit. The stick drift and all that. I heard they're all shit.
I mean,
a lot of controllers get stick drift. So
the problem is that people don't just like they slam the sticks forward, right? Like it's going to be a problem no matter what if you have those types of analogs. It's always been a problem.
I mean, I never had a problem. I haven't had a problem. I've never had stick drift on an Xbox controller.
Well, maybe if you played Xbox more often and didn't just return games,
I used to play it daily.
Drift.
Don't confuse him. Play games.
You guys
don't know what that means.
You guys are just haters.
I know, right? Yeah, whatever you say, man. I used to have used to be the only thing I ever played was Xbox. Hundreds of hours.
Did you have stick drift on any controllers?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I never did.
Yes.
Oh, I can. So for me, originally it wasn't stick drift. It was just that I would use them so much that it would actually wear down around the outside of it, so that the stick just would not stay centered. It wasn't necessarily drifting. It was just that it was wobbly without moving at all.
I had a problem with like the B button, B and X and B or whatever kind of wearing out, so they didn't.
It's probably because you always ate food while you were playing Xbox, so it got sticky.
No.
Your N and double G buttons going off.
Fisting a bag of fucking Cheetos and then like stuffing them in his
No.
mouth. Controller.
No, the rubber wore
all
out.
your white controllers turned orange. Yeah,
I do. Listen. I do fucking love Cheetos. Okay, I do. I fucking love Cheetos.
I know.
God.
Okay.
I know. You look like you love Cheetos.
I do. I fucking
do.
The Switch 2 is also supposed to have a USB-C port on the front and back this time. The specs are supposed to be, again, what was leaked. 12 gigs of RAM, an LCD screen with 120 hertz refresh rate at 1080p, but when it's docked can reach 4K from the DLSS. So
why is there a USB-C on the front and back? I don't understand what's up with that.
Probably charging and docking just gonna be.
So you can do it either way. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So call me old school or whatever. Is there any point in any console ever being 120 hertz since they're locked at fucking 30 frames anyway? Or is it 60 frames now?
No, they're like 120.
Consoles now?
Yeah.
I thought everything was locked because of the TVs. And the
no,
refresh rate on just TVs.
Like
you don't have to dock just into a TV anyways.
The new Xbox and the new PlayStation is 120 frames, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, but
because all the 4K TVs they're coming out with now are like more not all of them, but it's way more common now than it was.
What was it? The InZone? I think Blue Thunder talked about an InZone monitor and TV that he has. He has the TV and the monitor now, and they both have like very high refresh rates.
Yeah, it's more of a common thing today than it was.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at a thing where 4K TVs go from 24 frames to 120. So that's a huge fucking range. But again, at that point, why aren't we just going to PCs and just using those things as I don't understand the whole draw to consoles even still. Like I played them for years.
I would never have a console. I would never have
I wouldn't have changed. I wouldn't have changed if my friends and I didn't discuss moving to PC. And then my brother bought one and I just instantly wanted to hop on a game with him and went and bought one the same night, and since then I've been PC. But had we not discussed switching to PC, I'd probably still be on an Xbox.
Like I would never. If I didn't stream, I would be on console. 100%.
Streaming was a huge part of it too. Yeah, but I mean, if I didn't know about PC and switch over and then see the difference and feel much better on PC, I would never have switched from console.
It's way fucking better, but I would, I had my theater room that's out there in my living room. I could move my Xbox between the two without a fucking problem. You just can't do that with a PC. It's a fucking pain in the ass.
It is.
So, I don't know. To me, consoles are just either just old school before PC was a thing, or it's a thing for kids. Like that is just not.
I just think it's for the everyday person that gets off work, wants to go play Call of Duty with his friends, is always going to pick a console over a PC. You have to have space for a PC. You just have to. You have to have a desk. You got to have a fucking chair. I mean,
mouse, keyboard.
Yeah, you got to have all that shit. With the fucking Xbox, you'd be like, oh, I'm buying this. You go home, you download the game, it's there. You have a console, a controller, and it's right there, and you're playing at 120
on a
frames.
Laptop, which arguably is even easier to move around than a console.
But see, this is the thing, Zeus. Not everybody's a nerd. Okay, some people just like to get off work and play a game with their friends, man. That's why consoles still sell millions and millions.
Yeah, but you're still gonna be putting more money into your elevated laptop than you are your console.
But you can do so much more with the PC.
I don't want to do more. They just want to play a game. That's it.
Like the ceiling with a console is so incredibly limited. Like the ceiling with a console hasn't even reached the floor of where the PC is.
Okay.
But they don't want to do more. They just want to play a game.
Another example. A brand new game comes out for PS5, right? Right?
Are you talking about this where they don't release it to
No, because that's stupid, because a lot of games release just to PC and don't release to console. So that's irrelevant.
Brand new game to PS5. Go for it.
It'll work better on that PS5 than it will on a PC that's got older hardware. Even if the hardware is equivalent to the PS5's hardware, it's just optimized better for the PS5. You don't have to fuck with anything. You don't have to fuck with any settings.
Highest level of PS5 to an old computer.
No. I'm comparing a regular PlayStation 5 first day out of the box. Right. And if you bought a PC, with the exact same specs as that PS5, you don't have to fuck with any settings on the PS5. It is optimized for that PS5. You probably would have to fuck with the settings to make it play better on your computer.
Oh no, something customizable.
Right.
Oh, right. We forgot. CC doesn't like customizability. If he gets options, he doesn't know what to do with himself. Like
I have two PCs. I have two PCs.
Organize your fucking icons on your iPhone, Punishment.
But what I think what he's trying to say though is you don't want, even though it's customizable, it's literally so much easier just to have that PlayStation.
Yeah, and you
download
fucking
the game
play it
and play the game. Everything's set compared to you get a PC. You have to change everything. You have to try and fix it to match the game.
I don't like how everything's coming to I'm getting attacked about everything. I'm just saying the regular everyday guy. Look at the fucking numbers. People want consoles. That's why they outsell PCs every day.
Whoa. Did you just say hold on? Did you just say that consoles outsell PCs?
For gamers, I guarantee you they do.
Oh, now you're putting stipulations on it. But did you just say
because
PCs?
You're not going to buy a PC to do your work at work. You're going to buy a computer to do work. But just for getting off of work, that's why most people still buy consoles. Is because they want to get off work, they want to sit on their couch or their whatever and play games.
Smooth brain and can't understand absolutely. Consoles are for you.
Zeus hates everybody that doesn't have a PC, apparently.
Yeah.
No, I just think that you're a lesser person.
You're a lesser person.
It's just simplicity,
There's a reason
honestly.
that they say
it's just
a PC master race. Okay.
Listen,
well, I think it's been a
agree.
while for him where he's had to get off work, go home, and relax and play on a console.
No, but
he can take the time every day to optimize his PCs
behind me.
Right. But what I'm saying is you have a computer desk, right? You have your PC all set up. There was a time where I didn't have a computer for 10 years, and I honestly thought I would never own another one, and I was fine with it because I had my fucking phone. I can do everything on my phone that you can do on the PC, pretty much, like search and shit or whatever. And yeah, I would sit there and play Xbox all the time. I played Xbox for years. I just played Xbox. I would still be doing that today if I didn't start streaming. 100%.
and the whole like getting off work and doing stuff, I did that. And I would go home to a little
Right.
like 2 foot by 2 foot card table and a fucking
Right.
folding chair, and I would play on a PC
Right,
because it's
right.
just that much
Yeah, but I
better.
mean,
But-
like even like when I was in my barracks room, I had literally opened my little cupboards. Right inside was just big enough to fit my TV, where I could
Yeah.
either play videos or a game,
Right.
and my Xbox would sit right next to it. That was it.
Yeah. I'm just
There
saying.
wasn't much room
I
for
guess-
the
I
drawers
guess I
held
will-
my videos
There's-
and
there's just-
I
games.
guess I will die alone on this hill, and you guys can stay in 1980 with your.
I'm not saying that I
PCs
don't
are-
prefer my
PCs
PC.
are-
I prefer my
PCs are-
PC.
way better,
better, yeah.
but like a console is just like,
I understand the simplicity of a console.
oh, hey,
Yes.
my girlfriend's watching TV in the living room. I can take my fucking Xbox to the fucking bedroom. I can take it to the basement. You can take it to your friend's house. Now you take your PC with you. You have to take monitors. You have to take fucking all your cables, your keyboard. I mean, you got to take all kinds of shit, right? Like a console's just simple and easy, right? It's so easy, you know?
Especially
Right,
when you
I'll
go to do LAN parties with your friends.
Right.
Again,
Just saying.
and as far as like the LAN party and everything went, I'm sorry, there's nothing that's ever going to beat getting like 16 computers together.
No, you're
through,
right.
Like 7 different rooms in a house
Yeah.
and having it all come back to one
I-
thing and doing
and-
those types of
Who
like.
And
has
I
that
did-
much
and-
space?
I did all that
you
when
set
when
it
I
up fucking outside and in the garage and
when I was younger.
I didn't
had
have a garage.
when I was younger, I had a friend that had a basement. We would all bring our PCs over to his house and set them up. It was fun. It was a fucking pain in the ass. It was like
set up a tent in
super-
the backyard at one point.
I grew up
Like
poor.
one of those-
I grew up poor too.
So,
I built
Now,
my
had-
I will say that I did have the extra, like the added benefit. At the time I lived in California, which meant that
Yeah.
there was low humidity. It was always really nice outside. So we could use a backyard. Like I said, we set up a like 10-man tent in the backyard and just, set up folding tables and
Zeus,
put our
what would-
PCs
what was the processor in the first computer you ever built?
built. It's
Yeah.
just one behind me.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Pentium 3 slot processor right here. Pentium 3.
They prefer to be called, service workers, not
Service
slots?
workers. Slot processor. I said slot
Slots,
processor.
slots,
Fucking
okay.
old. This was like the year 2002 or something. It was crazy.
Okay.
Anyway, let's move on. We are running out of time rapidly here, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, we are. That's not a surprise. I mean, we took about 6 hours between PCs and consoles. We have this
Sorry.
argument all the time.
We do.
Nintendo is suing Palworld. I think we knew about that.
Yeah,
We all
We talked
know
about that last week.
Yeah, I thought we talked about it last week.
a little bit.
But
yeah.
but they,
We
we
they-
talked
it-
about what
it did come out after that while they are suing them about the Pokeball mechanic.
Right,
And
and,
that-
a bunch of other
mechanic. No,
people
but
are
it's the
worried.
action. It's not just the Pokeball. It's actually the mechanic of like using a joystick and a button to throw a throwable to catch.
But they patented
Not
that
the-
after Power
Yeah.
World
Yeah.
came out.
The game was
And
released. Yeah.
there's been
Yeah.
a bunch of people saying that they're just opening up a huge door because Nintendo themselves are going to have a bunch of lawsuits because of like the teleport tower mechanics that are in Pokemon, were in other games like Assassin's Creed and a bunch of these other things. So if they actually go through and win this, odds are Nintendo's going to get sued into the ground by all of the functions and mechanics that they've been using, stolen from other games for fucking the past.
Everybody
20
steals
years.
everything.
There shouldn't be
from
patents
games.
on mechanics, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're
Yeah, and-
saying it looks like Japanese or Nintendo will probably win because it's happening in Japanese court. So
Oh,
And
they
Shit.
haven't lost one yet.
and that's fine, but they're opening the doors to just get absolutely slammed by
Mhm.
every other game creator
Right.
out there. And I hate what they're doing, but I am all for watching someone like that be taken down. It's like, oh, the consequences of my actions. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I mean, I think it's
I'm all
it's
for
hard. I think it's hard to hate on somebody for protecting what you've built, right? I mean,
Here's the thing: if they had done it right and they were the best thing out there, no one's going to Palworld. But Palworld is giving you something that Pokemon is
right,
not.
but it is a fucking carbon goddamn copy of
Okay, and
Pokemon.
Battle Monsters was out. Was it Battle Monsters? What the fuck was it called? That was out before Pokemon.
Digimon?
That did the-
Digimon. I don't fucking know. I never got into that shit. I don't
know. Pocket
I don't-
Monsters is the Japanese version.
I just
but yeah.
learned. I just learned what Super Saiyan is the other day. So
Jesus Christ.
blew my
Can we-
fucking
can we
mind.
just- can
So
we just
something that
remove
you
him?
probably do know because you know the at least the MCU a bit,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So do you remember the show Daredevil?
Yes.
Did you watch it at all?
No.
Daredevil DC.
No, Daredevil is Marvel.
It's MCU. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing with Punisher. So they're bringing back Daredevil. They're gonna It's not a reboot. It's a continuation of the show. So it's called Born Again.
I liked the movie with Affleck,
Mm.
but I did not watch
the first
show.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch much of the show. I watched the Punisher, which I liked. So
I like that a lot too.
Charlie Cox is going to come back as Daredevil, and John Bernthal is going to be coming back as Punisher.
Is that the guy that played? Is that the guy that played the guy from The Walking Dead?
Yeah. Yep.
Shane. Oh,
yeah,
I really
yeah,
like.
He played
him
in
as
Fury and Punisher. Yeah, he played an amazing Punisher. He actually had an interview that he was talking. This isn't supposed to release until March next year, by the way. But he did an interview where he was talking about, like, he went into a comic book store, and the guy was like, "I know who you are," and he was like, "No, you don't." And he was like, he went to go purchase a whole bunch of Punisher comics to read it, so that way he could study up on the Punisher.
Yeah, I saw something.
The guy took all the comic books from him and was like, nope. This one. Read this.
So
and
it's gonna
fuck
be
it up.
Yeah. So it was the comics he literally got were picked by like a comic book nerd. So yeah.
So
that's awesome. I'm a huge Punisher fan. Love the Punisher. Daredevil's super cool. I like both characters.
CC hates Japanese animation. He's kind of racist.
I hate
like
the only anime that I like is Good Times with Weapons, South Park episode.
He
Best
only
anime
likes
show
a
ever
thing
made.
that have like skimpy clothing and huge tits. That's it.
No, I don't like anything anime. I fucking
like the
hate
bounce.
anime. I'm super pissed off that Rick and Morty just came out with an anime. I won't fucking watch it. I love Rick and Morty too, and I won't watch it. I fucking hate anime. I had to fight through watching Gohan go fucking Super Saiyan for the first time ever in fucking Dragon Ball Z the other day. They made me watch it on stream. It was terrible. With the fucking
you just don't understand what it was like the first time you watched that as like a junior high kid.
Dude. It was me. My buddy had, like I said, had that big fucking basement. We all used to go over there and play video games. I would sit there on YouTube or stupidvideos.com while they all watched Dragon Ball Z and Bleach and all that. I couldn't fucking stand it. And I thought they were the biggest fucking losers. I'm like, this is why you guys get picked on at school. And I don't, because I'm not a fucking
now you realize
nerd.
how much of a fad that anime's become.
It's
like
fucking, it's so huge. It's so huge.
I've
got the power of God and anime on my side.
It's fucking huge, and I hate it so much.
Plot
I
armor.
hate it. I hate it so much.
There actually is an anime coming out. So you know how One Piece has over 1,000 episodes?
Duh, I didn't know that.
And yeah, it's huge. The thing
Everybody
is,
always tells me to watch One Piece or Death Note. You'll fall in love with anime.
Okay. So Death Note is good. It's pretty short. I think it's only like 24 or 36 episodes or something like that. One Piece is over 1,000. Don't do it. But there's a new one coming out called The One Piece, and it is going to be a much more condensed down version.
Are you an anime guy, Kai?
Yeah, I've watched quite a few.
Like your brothers? Did you guys watch that when you were growing up?
We watched Dragon Ball Z probably together, but other than that, I think I've just watched, like, I watched with my uncle, like a Full Metal Alchemist.
I always feel like it's more of like a only child thing.
No,
because my friends that have no siblings were the ones that were like super fucking into it.
I mean,
we have a lot of siblings.
I mean, yes, I'm an only child, but I mean, and you have to find ways to entertain yourself before you're, your mom just wants to backhand you and be like, just go annoy somebody else, just not me.
Right.
But
if my kids could get to that point, son of a bitch.
Yeah, right.
Kai, you just fucking
go watch
you
anime.
just restarted, bro. You just restarted, man.
I know. Well, I'm already teaching her independence. Okay, so
okay. Oh yeah. How old is she?
She's 3, about to be 4 months.
Oh my god, super independent. I can tell already. Yeah, super independent.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I let her sit down.
I think I actually just saw her like walk by the window earlier. So yeah, she's doing really good.
Right back there. Yeah. She's definitely. I mean, she just learned to roll over, so she could have been rolling right back.
Oh yeah, she probably was out there wrestling gators. Yeah.
I mean, as soon as she's like
getting
3
ready.
or 4, 3 or 4 years. I mean, look at the amount of freedom we've given Cece. So I mean, she should be able to just run a podcast at the age of 4, right?
Right.
Pretty much. I mean, she
this
could get games and refund
listen,
them, and then
I run the #1 video game podcast in the world with no issues, no weird sounds every single week.
We did take a poll.
87
The poll was of the three of us, and we all voted that this is the #1 podcast in the world. There's been no other poll taken, so I guess
I'm just saying. I don't see any dispute. So.
Ooh, one thing I do want to talk about before, because I know it's getting close to time.
No, we're good. Let's not. I don't want to rush. Let's get through the list. If it's an hour and a half,
well,
long,
let me skip past the big one right there. But I will say, Toy Story 5 is set to release in June 2026. That's come out.
That's gonna be fucking massive.
I gave up on Toy Story. It's just like the Land Before Time. There's just gonna be like 90 of them at some point.
There's a lot of Land Before Time, but Toy Story's awesome. I love
15.
Toy Story.
There's 15 of them.
One hilarious thing that I saw. So we all know about Ubisoft's downfall after Concord and Star Wars Outlaws.
Right.
The CEO
after every game
blamed
they've made
the
for the last
downfall-
10 years. Yeah, go on.
Right. The CEO blames the downfall on gamers and stated that gamers have extraordinary expectations and delivering solid quality is no longer enough.
No.
He said that the solid quality was no longer. They gave us Concord and Star Wars Outlaws. Their stock is falling. It's our fault.
I would like. Okay, I don't know whatever your name is. I'm gonna have a talk with the Ubisoft CEO. Is that who I'm talking to?
Okay, go ahead. I am
Chair,
the Ubisoft.
yeah, Chair
all
idiot.
right,
Yeah,
all right.
Chair
Continue.
idiot. We'll go there.
Chair
Yeah,
idiot.
go ahead.
I would. Okay, I would like you fucking moron, to go download Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4. Okay, play through those two games. Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 because it was a massive undertaking and it still had good mechanics. But play 3 and 4, and then play 6. Die-hard fucking Far Cry guy here. 6 was fucking trash, dude. Absolute fucking garbage.
Well, look
Just-
at other games that
have to
released
remember-
10 years ago.
You have to remember that Concord was also the FPS that was giving them pronouns.
Right.
So-
But I'm just
They were
saying
trying to make it
before
another
these
FPS.
fucking games.
They
Like-
were trying to make a
Damn,
they were trying to make a more woke FPS, and there is.
Well,
a
they
big
wanted
saying-
another.
You
They
can't.
keep trying to make these games that are like Fortnite, where you get a free game, you download it, and then they're still making revenue year after year.
Look at
But they're
Disney.
trying to make it their own identity. It's
Perfect
horrible.
example. You go woke, you go broke. They're trying to sell ESPN, dude, because you just can't like that. It's that woke
Star
crowd
Wars,
is such
I'm
a small
sorry.
group, man. It's just too
I'm
small.
sorry, Star Wars, they fucked themselves on a bunch of things. They went broke as an IP a few years ago, and they really haven't had a win since. They had The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian was all their shows have been phenomenal in my opinion. All of their shows, if you are a hardcore Star Wars fan, you cannot tell me that watching Anakin and Obi-Wan fight was not like the greatest fucking thing you'd ever seen in your entire life. That, oh my god, I watched it 100 fucking times. Like, they gave us exactly what we wanted. We wanted that fucking fight and we got it. Right? I mean, am I wrong? Did everybody here watch Obi-Wan, the series?
Nope.
I didn't.
You
watch
didn't
the series,
watch
no.
it? Oh my god, Zeus, you have to
I'm
go
not-
fucking watch
I'm
that
not
fight.
a Star Wars fan.
Oh.
I've never been a Star Wars
Obviously.
Yeah, I'm not into Star Wars like that. I've watched probably like 4 or 5 of the Star Wars movies,
fan.
but
I think I've watched all 6 of the quote original movies. Like
Original
I watched
trilogy
4,
or
5, and
series.
6. I watched 1 through 3.
Yeah.
But once I found out that they had dropped someone for political beliefs, I completely cut out anything else that Star Wars is ever going to do.
See, I'm such a Star Wars fan that like I don't really give a shit. I'm still gonna watch it. I don't agree with that, but like I mean
And that's fine. If you want Obi-Wan to walk up and be like, "Hi, I'm Obi-Wan. My pronouns are he was."
right.
That's fine.
But that's the thing
I'm
is
not into it.
they didn't I don't feel like they've ever brought that into the screen to me, at least my opinion. And like
By
if
getting
you
rid of a full character for
Okay, all right. No. So all right, let's discuss this then. Okay? You work for somebody that has certain views, right?
right.
Correct. So like, why poke the bear? You know, you're making money, you're happy, you're doing your thing. Like, why make
Why have
comments
your
that are
own
going to get you
opinion
fired?
on your own time and then lose your job for it? Fuck, I don't
Right.
know. Maybe
But,
because
like-
there are laws protecting you from that.
Right, but you know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen. Are you really doing that for... I'm all for free speech, right? I am 100% for free speech.
Cece, could you
But
imagine?
I also...
Could you imagine getting fired from your current job because on this podcast right now you held up a little Trump figurine?
No, but that's the thing, though, right? Is like every free speech has to go both ways. It has to go both ways, right? If you don't like what I'm saying, right? If you don't like what I'm saying, then
Right.
you don't have to fucking hang out with me. You don't have to be friends with me. You don't have to work with me, correct?
No, absolutely.
I am
then
so for
to
free
lose-
speech.
But then
that-
to lose your job for exercising it,
Yeah,
and
but
not even exercising, it
but
wasn't even
that's-
something egregious. It was literally showing what her affiliation was.
Is this still a gaming podcast or?
yeah, I feel like we've
Oh.
gone.
Gaming
I feel
podcast,
like
or-
we've gone way too political in this episode a lot of times.
It's because
but
we're on Rumble. It brings it out. I'm sorry.
It breaks it out. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I love everything they've done. I don't like, or I don't like
episode
what
one.
I loved episode 1. Loved it. Loved episode 2. Loved episode 3. I loved them all. I've watched them all a million times. I've thought they were all great.
I watched them a couple times, but I mean,
I loved them. I
wasn't-
mean,
I never got huge into it. My dad used to watch a lot of Star Trek, but I didn't get into Star Trek. You know what I mean? I watched quite a few
yeah,
episodes.
I
will
never
say-
liked Star Trek. I never liked Star Trek.
I did really like Star Trek: The Next
Hey,
Generation.
I
The
live I live near Riverside, Iowa, and that's where one of the captains is from in the show. And they've
Okay.
got the fucking Kirk, maybe, I think, yes. But they've got like the fucking Enterprise and shit there. And on all the posts driving through town, they have like different Star Trek characters saying like "live long and prosper" and all that shit. It's pretty
that's
cool. I'll send you some. I'll send you a Snapchat next week.
There was a show.
Pretty cool.
I think
I
we
drive by
talked
it
about it
every
a
week.
while ago, but the Orville.
So
by
I started
Seth
watching
MacFarlane.
that. I started watching it. And it
Hilarious
looks
Star
really
Trek.
good. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
It's a hilarious Star Trek.
It
Haven't
looks
even
really
heard of
good.
it.
Yeah,
it's I think it's on Hulu, isn't it? Is it still on
it's-
Hulu?
I don't know, but
It's between two. Maybe it's on
they're-
Disney
they're-
Plus or Hulu or.
They were several
Peacock.
seasons in. They got canceled and then they got brought back, I believe. And then
Yeah.
I think they're like 6 seasons in, aren't they, or 4?
Last I remember, it was. 4. I think it was 4.
Something like-
I think that's the
they're-
last one I remember. Is 4.
They're quite a bit of seasons in, but I've seen a lot of clips from it, and I do want to watch that. So
It's like a hilarious comedy Star Trek. Honestly,
Yeah.
one of my favorite shows. I wish it would have continued, but you know,
I thought they were bringing it back.
maybe I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check into that. But yeah, it's pretty good.
The next
But-
thing is something you'll probably like, CC.
what?
The
I like
Razer
everything.
gaming cushion.
Razer gaming cushion. I don't know
Yeah,
what that
so
is.
Razer, like the keyboard mouse company,
yeah.
Mouse, yeah.
they have a cushion they're making where it's an HD haptic cushion that lets you feel like actions in the game. So, like if something were to explode behind you or something like that, you'd
You
feel like a bump.
Put it on your chair then, or what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'd set it in your chair and you'd sit in
I
it.
could just imagine CC sitting there and just getting backstabbed all day long. Like, ooh, I
Too
like
fucking
that
right.
feels.
Well, so I talked about this a long time ago on the podcast. I had the Sega backpack, the Rumble backpack or whatever.
Oh yeah, you talked about that.
Yeah. So it's kind of similar. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. I'm definitely looking at Razer shit right now because all of my Corsair shit fucking sucks.
Corsair is great for computer parts. But not for
IQ just doesn't fucking. I have to restart it sometimes. Sometimes I have to reset my fucking computer to get it to work. Cause like my buttons on the side of my mouse I use those to slide and shit in Call of Duty, and they just do not fucking work sometimes. So
I use IQ purely for the PC behind me,
for the
that's
lights and shit.
for the lights on the PC,
Yeah.
because I like the customizability. I like that I can do chase, that I can put them in a specific order. If
Yeah.
I want them to do something very specific, I can.
So
But
I
as far as
use
peripherals go,
my motherboard's MSI, so I use MSI Dragon Center for that and my all my PC shit. But it's my I don't have RGB RAM either, so it's just my keyboard and fucking mouse.
so yeah, I've got the fans, the RAM,
Yeah.
the AI, the all-in-one, and
You-
it all works. I mean, honestly, it is.
But
as
you have-
far as
You have Razer keyboard and mouse, right?
yes,
Yeah,
peripherals.
And that's what you have too,
Mhm.
Kai, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
peripherals,
I'm gonna
I
switch
can-
to Razer.
You can't go wrong with Razer. Like I said, their
I love Razer.
earbuds,
I love
their
all my
earbuds
Razer
were
stuff.
trash. Don't buy their earbuds.
I bought the
Um,
$400
Yeah, I don't like the earbuds
Corsair
for that.
fucking keyboard,
I'd-
and I
phones.
love the keyboard because it's full size. It's a real full size keyboard. The mouse was like
no,
$90, great, but yeah,
Kai,
I'm good.
not the headphones. I bought the earbuds themselves when they first came out, the
Oh,
Hammerheads.
even worse.
What I mean, they worked really well, but they were like a one size type thing,
Oh
and
yeah,
it just
Mm.
again, I'm gonna promote Raycon like I did before. You guys should sponsor us because I
right.
love your product.
I will say this real quick. I hate going back, but I'm going to do this real quick. Orville, they said that the season 4 is approved, but they're not going to start doing the pre-production until 2025. So
So
it'll
it is
probably be a
coming
while
back
before we
then.
actually get a CC.
But yeah, so I heard it was coming back. That's what made me want.
Which is awesome. I'm probably going to
watching it.
start watching it again because I love the Orville.
Yeah. It looks really funny.
Great, funny show. It is.
It looks
So
really
I have
funny.
not seen any of this, and I did want to talk about it. Minecraft's new mob. What do you know about it, Kai?
yeah.
I have not done any research on Minecraft stuff recently, but every once
Yeah.
in a while, I don't know if you're the same way but anyone that's played Minecraft before, maybe about once or twice a year, you get that itch to dig into a
To
mountain.
dive back in.
Right.
I did
don't.
dive back in a little bit ago, and I hated it because, like, you know how diamonds were like most populated on like
Yes.
-11. That changed. They like went even deeper, and now it's like
So
you got to go for a whole different level. And I'm like,
So the
wanna do
old ways
this.
of doing stuff, yes, it's much more difficult on that, but it is so much more expansive. So you used to go from like you would start at like Y64, right? That was like
right,
sea level type thing, and that was it. And you went to 0.
mhm.
And that was where the world ended. And I think the world was only like 128 blocks from sky limit to bedrock, and that was it. You
Right.
now go down to like negative 128 and up to like
Yeah.
300 something.
Yeah.
The caves and cliffs
Insane.
They've
expansion
definitely made it more expansive.
is it's beautiful. Like, so myself, I've always called myself a mole man, and I will spend weeks
Same.
never
Yeah.
going up. The fact that you
Yep.
have these whole new biomes and all this stuff underground with like new mob types, and I don't know, I really did like that whole thing. Like they did an entire oceanic expansion. They did a whole thing with like the villagers and pillagers, and the fact they did the underground thing, it's great. But I want to know
Well, with this,
creaking.
yeah, the creaking, which is pretty cool because it's in the new biome, the Pale Garden.
Okay.
But they're kind of like you know the monsters where if you look away from them, they start chasing you. That's exactly how these guys are. So
Yeah.
you have to look at them, and then they won't follow you.
The
If you look
Endermen.
away from them, huh?
The Endermen.
No, I'm not talking about in Minecraft. I'm talking about like the monsters that you get in like video games and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Where if you look away from them, they like Endermen will just zap everywhere. They'll just teleport
So
everywhere.
Endermen, the whole thing with them is if you look at them directly in
their
the eyes,
yeah, you're SOL.
they will then
They're gonna
chase
come.
you.
They'll destroy you. They'll appear right behind you. You won't even know it, and they'll just start
Right.
whacking the shit out of you.
But no, what he's talking about isn't something in the game at all. And I like you're talking about things like the crying angel or shit from like Doctor Who, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where you
yeah.
like look
Or
away
like
and
the
just starts
ghosts from
The
Mario.
witch
from
in-
Mario. Yeah. When you look
Yes.
away from the ghost, they start chasing you. Yeah. So the same thing happens here. So they're actually rooted in the ground. When like you see one, you go up to them and you look at them. They're rooted in the ground. You can't move them. You can't push them or nothing. They won't attack you, and you can hit them, but they won't take any damage.
Okay.
But in order for you to find the heart of the creaking, you have to hit them like multiple times, and it'll have this little like dust trail that kind of goes to the heart. And if you have like a silk touch pickaxe, you can take that heart, obviously, and then if you take it to a village and put it up in a village, it'll start spawning the creaking, but it'll protect the village, which is pretty
Oh,
fucking
nice.
awesome.
right. So I thought that was pretty sweet.
All right.
And then I believe that someone said that the warden looked like something close to it or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know. I think that kind of made me want to go in and at least just get one and put it, like build a base
by your house, yeah,
where-
by your base.
Yeah, like make it to where you get enough creeping, the heart of creakings, and just like put them on like different foundations of your house
Mhm.
and have them spawn within your house and protect your house. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all of the farms, everything has just changed so much in 1.21 that
Oh, yeah.
Anything that you had before, it may still kind of work, but a lot of it is just done. You can now have silverfish farms because they have armadillos that you can bring in, and they spawn certain things whenever they're attacked or whenever they're threatened. They roll up into a ball, and then they start spawning silverfish as like a defense or something like that. I haven't done a whole lot of.
I just can't believe how big this game is and how much it's still expanding. I can't.
I believe Minecraft is the #1 non-mobile game.
I wouldn't be surprised. It was.
See that?
I played it in like 06, 07 when it was in alpha. We played it. I mean, there was 4 of us that played it for 6-8 hours a day, and you couldn't die at the time. And I just never really got back into it again. We played it for like a year straight. That was all we played, and I've just never been able to enjoy it really ever since. I've played it a few times.
By the way, I'm wrong. Roblox recently overtook Minecraft.
Yeah, Roblox is crazy.
But that's
Roblox has
a game or an iPad.
Is it? Is it on iPad?
Yeah. I mean, it's a multi-game inside of the game. It's not really just like Roblox isn't really one game. It's a collection of games. So.
Yeah. Roblox has a lot of games in it, and a lot of mods and stuff. Yeah. It's that kids really enjoy. So
actually, this is actually a really interesting list. For August 2024, Roblox, Minecraft, Fortnite is 3rd. The Sims, Counter-Strike 2, and CS:GO. Like they're combining games because of numbers.
Right.
So,
right. Separations.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, 3, and Warzone, they all group together as number 6 right now. And I guess that's up. Then you got League of Legends, Valorant, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Rocket League rounds out the top 10.
I'm not surprised.
So,
I'm not surprised.
Escape from Tarkov is actually 19 on this list, so now I don't even know the validity of this thing.
Yeah, I don't really.
Well, when you find PUBG,
I'm not buying.
know, because that's
I'm not buying
the #1
shit.
game in the world. They do have. Speaking of blocks, they have a Lego buyback for your old.
I saw this. Yeah, that's crazy.
They say it's roughly. Someone said $6. Someone's saying $4 a pound.
I will buy any regular Legos for $5 a pound. I don't care, just regular ones. $4 a pound is crazy. Like, dude, Legos are so expensive. It's not even funny.
Yeah, and you'll get a coupon or something like that to go online and shop for more.
Yeah, that's crazy because Legos.
It's not like they're just giving you cash or a gift card. They're giving you like
if you look on Facebook Marketplace and just see like a tub of Legos, that goes for like $150. It is crazy how much Legos go for.
If you guys do want to sell your Legos to CC, you can get a hold of us in the comment section.
Fucking please.
He will take your money, or he will take your Legos gladly, but it will take him, 7 to 8 business days to send the check out.
I will pay you quickly. Okay. I just won't ship anything
We've got
quickly.
Apple Pay.
And he was never heard from again.
Anyway, we're about to just send the shirts out to the few people that have reached out with your info. So those that have reached out with your info, thank you very much. We're giving you until till this next episode.
So next week.
So when the next episode airs on Monday, help me, Kai. Monday the 7th. So if you don't give us your info, you're automatically out. We will then reach out to the secondary people, and we're gonna give them a week also. Because we need to get these shirts.
So you mean when this episode launches?
Yes. Or no.
Right. Yes, this episode comes out on the 7th, the one we're recording right now.
So okay, so we're going to give you until the 14th then. Yeah, the 14th.
Yeah,
my bad.
Okay.
Yes, my bad. Yeah, we'll give you a week after this episode comes out to get your info to one of us.
Trineheart 5662. I think I have Cody's actually. I got that one. Mr. B Sucks, Chamber TV, which I'm thinking you have. Soft de Leon, and then both of the users, the NK1UH and SHELV, whatever those ones.
So yeah, you got till the 14th. So
look, man, bots need clothing, and when AI takes over the world and they're wearing unqualified gamer shirts,
I'm all for it.
All for it. I still say thank you to Waze every time I get somewhere.
You're such a nerd, Zeus. Do you want to wrap things up for us so we can get out of here?
Sure. Thanks very much for joining us this week on the Unqualified Gamers Podcast. Remember, you can follow us on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, Apple, Facebook, and if you want to throw an extra couple of bucks our way, Patreon as well. Don't forget to like and comment on the video, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll catch you guys next week. Have a good one.